On the 7th of January 2026, a research team published a result that made astronomers pause. A galaxy cluster called SPT 234956, existing when the universe was only about 1.4 billion years old, yet already surrounded by an atmosphere of gas heated to at least 5 times hotter than what current models predict for such a young cluster. This wasn't a stray star, not an odd galaxy, but an entire city of galaxies, radiating heat as if the universe had turned on the furnace far too early. Scientists detected this hot gas through the subtle shadow it casts against the leftover radiation from the Big Bang. A delicate, dark imprint, but one strong enough to suggest that an enormous energy source is pumping heat into the cluster's environment, possibly powered by violently active supermassive black holes. And this is where James Webb enters the story like a new kind of lighthouse. Not to repeat what we already believed, but to shine directly into the earliest stages of cosmic history, where the universe should not yet have had time to mature. If a galaxy cluster can already be too hot, too early, then the other impossible things Webb keeps uncovering galaxies that are too bright, too large, too evolved. Black holes that are too massive may not be exceptions at all. They may be signs that we are living through a rare moment, when new data is beginning to force the entire old story of the universe to justify itself. The universe did not begin by confusing us. It began by letting us believe, for a while, that it could be arranged neatly on a whiteboard. For a few decades before Webb opened its golden eye, astronomers lived in something rare in science: a period of quiet confidence. The outlines of the cosmic story felt settled. There was a beginning. There was an expansion. There was a timeline that stretched from an almost unimaginable hot fog to the calm spiral of a galaxy like our own. The numbers behind that story were precise enough to print in textbooks, to teach to children, to fold into planetarium shows and documentaries. The universe, according to that map, was about 13.8 billion years old. Not eternal, not arbitrarily old. Old in a very specific way. The Big Bang picture, once controversial, had matured into something more like infrastructure. You could doubt the details. You did not doubt that the universe began in a dense, hot state and has been expanding and cooling ever since. On one April day in 1990, a telescope rose above the atmosphere and gave that confidence a lens. The Hubble Space Telescope